You caught me. You caught me. Caught me. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Divine Warrior Intuitive. It is time to do readings. Oh my gosh, there's some tarot intuitive readings. We're actually doing Scorpios first this week. I'm switching it up a little bit. I don't think that we should go in order sometimes and just cut loose. So I'm doing Scorpio first this week for the week of, we're still in July 20th through the 26th. So if you're brand new, please go to the channel and look at what I'm about and how I do my readings. I'm not going to get into it because I don't want to take all that time. But for you that are new, please understand it's simple. But I do intuitive readings. I'm an empath, so everything really comes from the divine. I ask for guidance and structure and everything that I do. We pick an oracle card to get the vibration for the week, and then we go with the cards after that. The cards are there just to help me. Sometimes I get so many downloads that I don't need the cards, but I do put them out there because I want to make sure I'm on track. So that's what I'm going to say about that. And for those that are you returning, if you actually see my my channel, somewhere it says it's started in 2013. So I'm going to ask you all, new and coming back, to like, share, and subscribe right away, because it says 2013, but I just actually started in, I believe it was December 2019 or January, actually. So I'm trying to figure all this YouTube stuff out. My daughter's been helping me, but I think I did something wrong and I built a brand and not on a page. So I'm trying to combine those all together. So bear with me. So please like, share, and subscribe, especially subscribe so that I can actually figure out where I am growing and who I'm growing with. Anyway, oh my goodness, you got two already. Oh dear. This is not what I want to see first out. Whoo, somebody's going through some trouble this week. Let's make sure. Actually, I'm feeling that it's coming from this week that we just left and is still being carried over. Oh my goodness, there's so much coming out already. I'm getting goosebumps. They're like, hurry up. So I think this is, it's going to start out rough. Don't get mad at me. I'm the conduit. I am the messenger. So the divine is saying that it's going to be a little bit of a rough start, or it has been. And boy, I can feel that one. So it has been. So let's take a look at the oracles first and see where we're headed. So the first one out of the chute is actually rock bottom. Okay, now don't start thinking, oh, well, I am at the rock bottom. We'll talk about that in a second. So, and then the second one is a sad embrace. So we had this pop up for one of the signs last week, and I hope it wasn't you, because a lot of things about rock bottom is that you think, oh, crap, there's no hope. There is hope. In fact, there is nowhere to go but up, right? And that's what we are always taught. But the thing is about this rock bottom is that it gives you it gives you new hope, new starts, new beginnings, a new way of looking at something. Thank you. That is the key thing they want me to share with you, is that there is a new way to look at something. So like I teach in my Get Balanced 2020, and there's some information about that as well, because I'm a life coach, spiritual coach, and a health coach. So when we teach about that, we basically are talking about there's change coming, and it's all about your mindset. So this rock bottom is your mindset. And I'm going to have to say that because somebody's out there thinking that it's not going to go anywhere. It's sort of a negative, destructive way of thinking that, it's never going to get better. It's never going to go anywhere. It's never going to change. So I'm glad that you're God and you know your future, because it always changes. It really, really does. So don't get mad at me. I'm just the messenger. And so when we look at this, there's been a lot of sadness going on in the past, whether it's been the past month, past week. Now, we just came out of a retrograde in May, and it was a nasty, challenging retrograde. And so basically what we want to do is make sure that we're taking care of anything that may have come up, bubbled up to the surface. And what I mean by that is a lot of past things have come up in this retrograde. A lot of history, a lot of people from the past, a lot of things that maybe started happening that were not of a positive light, that kind of thing. So might have brought sadness. And unfortunately, too, with COVID and things, it may have brought somebody passing on. I don't say a death because we don't die. We're energy, we're matter. Matter doesn't die. It just dissipates and goes somewhere. And it all depends on our path, where we go. Anyway, so... But I don't want to dwell on that. I don't want to dwell on that because that is really heavy. These are actually really heavy, heavy signs for the beginning of the week. But the good thing is there's always good that comes from a negative if you have the right mindset. And like I said, that retro, as soon as I said the retrograde, this card popped up, which is the the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups, one is about our heart, but this is about somebody visiting you or you visiting somebody from the past, maybe a reunion or something like that. This is a joyful relationship. I'm getting goosebumps, whether it's a friendship, whether it's, maybe past exes that you're civil and you're now talking and you're okay with that. Maybe it is having to do with friends, what do you call it? Little childhood friends is what I was trying to say. So it might be that. So like I said, the retrograde may have produced something, but it actually is going to turn out good. It's all in your mindset, though. Again, it has to be your mindset. That's where we're going. Hi. I haven't done one. No, not really. Not unless it just pops up that somebody actually is going to be pregnant, getting pregnant, or that kind of thing. But not directly, no. Because it all depends on what the divine brings me. Sometimes they don't bring me anything about love, and then other times they do. Like in this case. So there's a lot of celebration coming up. So through that pain, through that rock bottom, through that sadness, through that hardship, whatever it is that you're going through, then actually celebration is coming up this next week around the corner. Things are going to be a lot more relaxed. I can feel just... everything is like finally for those I'm getting, like if you're waiting for unemployment and you got, lost your job during the COVID, maybe that relief is coming of that. I don't know. I don't know. I just know what the divine is giving me. But please understand that this sad embrace, if it is a death or a passing of someone, it just depends on how you look at it. I don't believe anybody dies, but just be kind to yourself on the grieving process. That is a time for you. That is a time, or if you've lost someone, lost a relationship, went through a divorce, these are things of sad embrace as well. If you've found out that somebody was cheating, or it could be work, you lost your job, or maybe you lost a promotion. There's so many things that this could come, but just remember to allow yourself to feel that sadness and that grief, but don't stay there, because that's the problem with a lot of people is they stay there. And when we stay there, then we get stuck. Then we start living in the past. Then we start bringing that into other relationships and everything else forward. So that's not a good place to stay. So feel it, embrace it, cry your tears, stomp your feet, whatever it takes, because it's not going to last. And that's the blessing about life, is it just changes. And look at all the good things coming. I'm so excited that, because like I said, I have gone through so many changes, but I wouldn't have gone through them and felt the joy of them if I didn't feel the pain of what the lesson was before, because I don't want to do it again. I really don't want to be spanked again, or whatever you want to call it. So that's a hard thing to start with, but I feel like it's coming from last week, where from the retrograde, it's sort of the crappy end of it is finally coming to light. And I really feel those energies coming to be light during the week of the 20th through the 26th. So yeah, see, oh my goodness, so many good cards, lots of cup cards, which means very much about your heart's desires. So the Nine of Cups, it's not quite complete, so it's almost there. But what the Nine of Cups says is, you know what? Confidence in where you're going forward, and the same with Queen of Wands. Be confident. She's a very confident woman. She's a very smart woman. She's very in tune to her shadow side also. She's very intuitive, but she's also very intuitive to her shadow side. And for those that you don't know what the shadow side is, it's sort of like our darker side, the side that we sort of don't talk about kind of thing. And you have to embrace and thank that little person inside that is that sort of darker, negative kind of side, because there is a reason why they are that way a lot of times from our childhood or whatever. But in this instance here, we're actually growing to our accomplishments. And every card here is full of yellow, which is extreme joy, extreme happiness. And so that's a good thing there for you guys. All right. So don't focus on the negative. Don't focus on that rock bottom or the sadness. Don't focus on those things. Keep focusing forward is what I'm hearing. Focus forward. All right. So let's see what else. A lot of challenges I feel like you guys are going through right now. I don't know what those challenges are. You do. You're very welcome to share in the comments if you would like, just to verbalize them. I do read all my comments, just so you know. I get them, and at night I sit and I respond to a lot of comments. So I appreciate those that do that all over the world. I thank you for that. But now don't forget to like, share, and subscribe in there somewhere. That would help me understand I'm on track. Like I said, I'm new to all this, and I'm finding out that I've made some boo-boos and got to figure a few things out. And subscribing or liking or commenting helps me out, so I can learn where I need to put my focus in on here. All right, so let's go and see what we've got going. Now, I lived in Japan for years, so I don't like doing a four card spread at all. And I'm going to show you the cards down below. Some people might want to see the cards. So these are the cards that we have out right now. And as soon as I lay out more, then I'll go ahead and do that. Sorry about that. So we'll go ahead and... there we go. All right. Can you share with me a little bit more details about what is transforming this week? We've got a lot of good things coming. We're coming out of a sadness. Now, if you need me to clarify more on what that is, I think the person watching will resonate and know what that is for them. So we want to make sure that I can help them in any way. Please share with me how I can help them. This is my question to you, as everything is turning out. All I heard is things are turning up roses, coming up roses. It's like, who are you? Oh my Lord. Oh Lord, what a blessing. All right, so I'll show you these here in just a second. And I am so excited for you, Scorpio, because we've got so many things coming up. The Nine of Cups, the Four of Wands, the Six of Cups, and we've even got an offering. What a beautiful, beautiful, two offerings, actually, two offerings. So let's see. Okay. Well, that would make sense. Thank you for sharing that. That would make sense. Is there anything else here before I show them the cards? Okay, let me just go ahead and do this because I'm getting over-inundated here. So we have the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, which all makes sense because look at all the cups that we're getting. And then we got the Seven of Cups. So whatever it is this week, this is coming to you. We have I thought we had two sevens. We have a 6, a 4, a 9, A 1 and a 1. Okay, so we've got two offerings this week. So like I said, you're coming out of a hard time. You're coming out of something. Now, when we have the offering of the swords, there's going to be something that may be offering, getting verbally coming to you. Maybe they're wanting you to do something, help them with something, or maybe they're wanting to help you with something. This is the offering that I'm getting off of this. But the offering of this one here, again, we might be going back to actually these two cards here, because there is somebody that actually maybe from your past or just recently you met that you're like, wow, it just feels like I know you. And so this offering that is coming to you is actually peace and love, and actually just embracing who you are. So maybe is somebody struggling with who they are? I mean, a lot of us do, but is somebody struggling with who you are? I could tell you, I should do a video on coming out as an empath, because it took me over 50 years. I'm going to plug you guys in because I didn't realize my battery was that low. But it took me 50 years to actually come out of where I was, 50 years of lying of who I was, actually. So you learn to walk in the truth and be who you are. But here we go. This is why you got to be careful this week, because you're going to have a choice and it's going to throw you for a loop a little bit. Because here on this card here, on the 7 of Cups, that's again a heart card. This is about your heart now this week. Everything's about your heart. Now, don't go by your feelings, because that's not what we mean. Your heart is a desire, but it's not only a desire, it's also something that is for your future, for your calling, for your purpose. But the 7 of Cups is all about having too many things to distract you. And if you look at the center cup is all full of light, divine. Focus, 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 focus. Focus on the one thing that you really, really want, okay? Don't get all those fishing poles down the line and you're down here watching this one and that fishing pole has got a bite on the line, and then you sit there and you go down there and the bite's gone. So we don't want to do that. We want to make sure that you stay in focus this week of what it is that you're actually wanting, because it is going to come to fruition, and you are coming out of a dark place, maybe whatever it is, some kind of sadness, or where you're feeling that you're at rock bottom. So we need to make sure that that this one, well, I'm not going to say that, because it isn't for me. This is for you, and this is for the divine in you. So I just know which one I want to go for. But I'm not being offered these things, so I don't know what these are. All right. So Scorpio, let's see if there is anything else the divine would like to share in this reading. Is there anything about health? Anything about work? Anything about love? Anything about the stresses that you're going through? Please share with me if there's anything more. I just hear love. So love yourself, love. Boy, this card's been popping up all over the place. So 2 of Wands. 2 of Wands. So there's there is decisions to be made. The offerings are there. The decisions are going to be made. Now, the other thing, too, is sometimes the 2 of Wands may have you overlooking and overseeing planning, something out in the future. Something's going to be coming up. It also could mean travel. So if you're going to travel, that is something, too, that you want to sort of look at. But yeah, so this is here the spread that we have. They're a little bit upside down and stuff, and I don't like to do the cards this way, but this is the spread for this week, for the 20th through the 26th. And just so you know, it's going to come out really, really good this week. It is. It's not going to come out to where you're like, oh, yes, great. It's going to come out like, whew. You're going to come out with something that's just sort of a relief feeling, okay, for this week. I just have a feeling, though, I'm feeling somebody out there's like, well, she said, you know, they're starting out with the rock bottom and, you know, the sad emotions and those kind of things. This is what I don't want you to focus on. I want you to feel those things, but then I would like you to move on from those things, because it does take time. It does take healing, especially if somebody has left, especially in a divorce that you've been in there for a long, long time, or somebody moved and they're not going to be there anymore, or even a passing, those kind of things. Be kind to yourself, and just know if it is a passing, grief work is for the rest of your life. My brother was actually murdered, and that was in 94. It's now 2020. I still grieve for him today, and it's okay. Same with a marriage. I grieve for that marriage that I had. It was something I thought was going to be the rest of my life, but you have to have two people thinking the same way, and we came in not equally yoked, not also not, and I mean as far as same ideas, same thoughts, same beliefs, that kind of thing. We were like this, and, you know, young and naive, but I was 41. I thought I found the person, but they're gone after a year, and, you know, but that's their thing, and that's not my thing. It's their thing, because I was in it 200% until I was gone. So those kind of griefs take time to get over. It's just when we stay in them, or when we keep talking about them, and we keep them alive. We need to take them to the cemetery, no matter if it's a bad job, bad relation. We need to take it to the cemetery, bury it, and then, I'm not saying stuff your feelings, I'm saying work through those feelings, bury it, and then go back occasionally and visit, but don't put a tent on the grave and sit and stay there. That's how I teach in coaching, in life balance coaching. So Scorpio, this is going to be a good week for you. Just remember to focus on the positive. Keep moving forward. You're going to get some offerings this week. I don't know what they are. One's going to be more of a logical kind of thing, an earthly thing. The other one is going to be about your spirit. So pick the spirit one. Just a hint. Anyway, I hope you had a good week. Make sure you stay focused on that one. Anyway, I hope you have a good week, and please like, share, subscribe, and we will be doing this again next week. Please share and subscribe. Tell your friends to come. Again, I have not been on here since 2013. I have been only on here 6-7 months. So I would love to get more feedback and see how you like my intuitive tarot page. All right, we'll talk to you next week.